Hey guys, in this video I will be making some wall art of the first dinosaur that I have found with feathers. And I start by using a copy of that fossil and use that as a guide so I can trace the bones with femo air dry clay, starting with the tail and working my way up towards the head. So after the clay has dried, I have started to sand my fossil, but I've quickly noticed that the clay became way too fragile to be of use. So I've made a decision to throw it away and remake it again with monster clay. Monster clay is a lot more sturdier and I can make a mold out of it. The material that we'll be using to make that mold is silicon putty. All I have to do is mix the two colors together and then have 3 minutes to put it on my sculpture before it hardens. Then I just wait for 2 hours before I can demold it. So I was thinking on using plaster to make my fossil, but then I saw a few videos of people using glue from a hot glue gun, and I thought to try that for myself, and it worked out very well. It even worked on the smaller details like the claws and the ribs. My only concern is that I probably should be very careful that I don't put it somewhere where it can get too warm out of fear that it might melt. But on the plus side, the glue hardened very fast and I could glue it on very easily onto my panel. Now it's time for my specking paste to make the rocky background of the fossil. I like to use the powder foam that you have to mix with water, but I also put in some white PVA glue to prevent it from cracking. Once it's all mixed, I put it on smoothly on the places where it's nothing but rocks, and for the feathers I use a hard paintbrush and try to paint the feathers as best as I can. So after sanding the rocky background and giving it a coat of white gesso, I can now finally paint it. I wasn't sure if I should have started with the rocks or the fossil, but I started with the fossil first by painting it a brown yellow color to give it an aging bone look. Then for the rocks I painted in a light grey color as a base, before I add a dark wash of dark grey. Once that has dried, I give the surrounding area around the bones a bit of a light yellow color, before I finish it off with dry brushing of white to mimic the look of stone as good as possible. And there you have it. After putting on some varnish, it is now finally finished. This was a quick and easy project to do, and if you're interested in sculpting, then I highly recommend trying this for yourself. It's also fun to make molds out of your sculptures, because now I can decorate every boring surface with dinosaurs. But anyway, I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, then please consider sticking around for the next one. Until then!